Am I the asshole for saying that it's freaking weird that my ex-wife's newborn has my last name? Honestly, if it's not your baby, yes. I was married to my ex for 7 years until we divorced and went our separate ways 4 years ago. Good. After the divorce, she kept my surname. I didn't necessarily like it, but it felt like she was still attaching herself to my family, but I could understand the practical reason enough not to let it bother me. Honestly, like, it's like $3,000 to change your surname. Like, legally. So, it's not a bad thing to keep it, I guess, and maybe it's because she was clinging. She recently gave birth to a baby and posted a picture of said child and revealed its name. A friend sent it to me commenting about the surname and asking if I knocked her up. Following that, 4 more people directly contacted me, either congratulating me or asking for confirmation whether it's my child or not. And my mother say she's been catching whisper about it at the church. Funny stuff. Freaking funny stuff, okay? Like, it's so insignificant, it's funny. I bumped into her and her sister in town and obviously congratulate her, then asked about the kid's name. She said the name. I asked about the surname and she confirmed that the child's legal name surname is obviously XYZ, mine, and asked if there was a problem. Now that pissed me off. My surname is very unique, especially in the area, since my family is not originally from here. So when people hear the surname, they naturally think of my family and assume that this is my kid, and it's freaking isn't. Worse, the father is apparently in the picture, so I don't know what the fudge is going on there. I straight up said that it was freaking weird that she's giving her newborn the surname of the man she divorced from, who isn't in any way linked to the kid or sound almost obsessive. She said she gave her daughter her surname as the mother and not mine. I the asshole. I have no children with her. She has no other child apart from this one who has her previous. Okay. She has another child. Oh, that is not like is. Saw this being asked in the comments, so there's that answer. So, her surname does not impact her professionally. I do not know why the father's surname wasn't used. I don't know why the father's surname was not used. At that point, I don't know how to say this. You should honestly not give a damn about that. That does not make you the asshole to be pissed about that. But also, like, let rain go under the bridge there. Even if the kid has your surname, it's gonna fix itself. And it is possible. Like, there's a very small chance that the surname might be an advantage. I'm gonna give you an example, okay? Like, they made that in Canada. They sent a buttload of resume to company having exactly the same background, but not the same name on the paper. And like, if you had a name that was sounding white, and I'm so sorry, but like, this is exactly what happened. You had 9 times more chances to be called back by companies. Same info, same experience, same studies, everything is the same. We just change the name at the top of it. And if you have a white sounding name, you have 9 times more chances of being called back. And when we're talking about like systemic racism, it's part of what we're talking about. And yeah, like if like, let's say she just got a name that is professionally advantageous, that might do the difference. I know he says that it does not impact her professionally. I don't believe that. It's like, you have no idea what can affect someone professionally. Sometimes it's things that you do not take even the slightest thinking about. Oh, in the USA, it's free to change your legal name. It's just a pain to redo all your cards and stuff. Like, your wife's last name will get you hired faster because it is a famous last name. Ooh. Ooh. If it's not too personal, what kind of famous? Like presidential famous? Or just like powerful famous? So, Not the asshole. No, I'm going to get downvote, but it is freaking weird. Yeah, but like honestly, it's her last name now, so it's not like, it's just a bit weird. It's just, I would honestly just say it's, you're not the asshole for that, but like I don't think it makes her the asshole as well. I would honestly like just not care about that. Like I would just think lowly of the person doing that. But so I have a guy that came back to say you're the asshole. Let's go read. Yeah, I'm sympathetic to OP. This is kind of weird and annoying, but so is being expected to change your name. Okay. If he has to deal with the whole thorny question of whether he should change his name, the legal and emotional implication of it, the logistical headache, people getting the wrong impression, I don't know, that's bad, but every woman who's ever got married has had to deal with all those issues. That's true, by the way. Sadly, this is also the fact of a woman changing their name for another one, like for the after marriage, is basically hold motivation. I'll explain that, and I don't want to sound bad while saying that, okay? So there was a time where basically people were selling their daughter, and that was how we were putting them into marriage. That's all. That's the whole like bullshit behind the dad should pay for her daughter's marriage. It was basically I'm giving her, and I know she's costing a lot, so here's an advance. Now marry her and get her out of my life. Not that rude, but it was really like considered to be a commodity, and you could sell your daughter. So you don't know. Yeah. Okay. Yes. He knows the donkey. So, you could sell your daughter, and for that, like, she was becoming your property, and that's why you were just like putting your name onto her. It's absolutely stupid in nowadays situation to still do that if it's not by tradition. So they decided her name had to be changed. She does not have to decide to go back to her whole name after that. USA guy here. I took my wife's last name when we got married. Okay, sorry. He came back to say you're the asshole. Circling back to a firm you're the asshole now that I've seen OP's comment that if they had kids, giving them his name would have been non-negotiable, while refusing to answer whether he wants his ex-wife to take his name. Like, my guy, you made a grown-up decision to get married and feel strongly about your family having patrilineal name. Yeah. That's okay. This is extremely there's strong feminism vibe behind that, but like that simple idea of working in a society where everything needs to be patriarchal, patrilineal, like I give you my name, you are my thing. That's a point to bring in here. That makes sense. And now you're really overstepping by assuming your ex should feel the same about her baby. You went back on that decision, which is fine and normal, but you need to accept that marriage and divorce have lifelong consequences. And this is a non-issue you can very... This is a non-issue that you can very easily stop caring about. This is exactly that. As we said earlier, there's no asshole here, I think. You're not the asshole for having the emotion. It's normal to have emotion towards some situation, but you should honestly don't give a damn. People will ask questions, people will get their answer, and they will stop. But Donkey is like, ooh, my wife's name's Urshi. So, Urshi, honestly, by reading her name, and that's gonna sound stupid, but company will be like, and that brings back good memory for most people, unless you ate chocolate, and like all the chocolate, all the Hershey's, it's sad to say that, but it's gonna open some door for sure. So, was it a hassle? Yeah, a bit, but it was not onerous logistical headache. Was it worth it? Absolutely. I love my wife, and it helped me sever ties with my abusive family. And that was special. This guy is basically saying that like he changed all the stuff for having its wife last name. Okay. So, first one is pretty much done. You do get free chocolate now, but it's making you fat. Is this true? Do you get free chocolate because your wife is named Hershey? And if it's the case, yeah, we need to change your name.